The Flat Tummy Coach here, and today we're going to talk about this micronutrients when it comes to getting a flat tummy. This is the most important micronutrient that you need when it comes to getting a flat tummy. In this video, we're going to talk about the top proteins that you can eat to help you burn fat so quick. We're going to talk about alternative proteins that you can need to help you burn fat so quick. We're going to talk about the type of proteins that are good for you. We're going to go about animal proteins. We're going to go about plant proteins. We're going to go about supplement type of proteins. We're going to go about how to use proteins. We're going to go about when to use proteins. There's so much we're going to talk about in this video to help you burn the fat so quick so you stop wasting your time and you know exactly what works. If you know you're a little busy, all you can do is save this video right now ASAP and come watch it for later. If not, stay tuned and take all the information whilst you can so you go back and not waste your time and know exactly what to do. All I ask is that you leave a like on this video right now. It takes just 3 seconds, and I need you to do that to help the channel to see more people, to get more people, to educate more people. So we're going to delve into the first topic. The first topic is, what is protein and why is it important so much when it comes to getting a flat tummy or when it comes to losing weight? Aren't you supposed to just work out and burn the fats? And what has food got to do with it? Food has everything to do with it. This is because one thing that people don't know is that if you are trying to burn fat, I'll let you know this thing. If you're trying to burn fat, the only thing you should concern about mostly is muscles, because it's muscles that you need to burn fat. It's muscles that you need to burn fat. That's the bottom line. It's muscles that you need to get to burn fat. And what is the number one macronutrient that you need to burn fat? It's proteins. Proteins. That is the number one macronutrient that you need to burn fat. That's the building blocks of literally everything. Your hair, your skin, your muscle. It's all protein. So the quality of protein that you eat or the quality of protein that you put in your body is what is going to determine how good you're going to burn the fat. It's going to determine how fast you're actually going to burn the fat. So this video is very important. So we're going to start with what types of proteins are the best. I'm going to give you 2 category proteins that we have here today. First, we have the animal protein and we have the plant-based protein. Plant-based protein. I almost slipped my tongue on that. So when it comes to animal proteins and when it comes to plant-based protein, which is the most important? Which is the best one that helps you burn fat so quick? The answer is either this nor that. Trust me. With an animal-based protein, with a plant-based protein, it all comes down to just one theory. You understand? How lean it is, how less caloric it is. That's the most important thing that they come. It doesn't matter which meat you are eating or which tofu or which soybean, whatever you're eating. That really doesn't matter when it comes to getting a flat tummy. And if you watch the video up to this end, all I ask is that you leave a like on the channel if you haven't left a like on the channel already. Back to the video. So like I'm telling you, animal-based protein, plant-based protein, everyone is different. Everyone's preference is different. There are people that are vegans, there are people that are vegetarians, there's some people that are meat eaters. It doesn't matter. All that matters is how much protein content is in that thing that you're eating. Also, how much calories does it come with? Because the less caloric it is and the high dense protein content that is in it is what is going to determine how your body is going to absorb it, and what is going to determine how you're going to build that muscle, and it's what is going to determine how you're going to burn that fat. So what are some of the examples? What are some of the best examples when it comes to protein to burn fat? What are some of the best examples when it comes to protein to burn fat? We're going to start with the animal type of proteins. We have some meat, we have some poultry, basically fish, egg, dairy, things like that. But I'm going to be specific. I'm going to give you some top animal proteins that helps burn fat. I'm going to give you some examples of plant-based proteins so that really help burn fat. So with animal-based protein, one of my favorites of all time, salmon. One of my favorites of all time. This is because salmon is really lean. And another thing that helps with salmon is the fact that it's rich in omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3 fatty acids. That's one thing that really helps with salmon. It's high in protein, it's lean, and it's also rich in omega-3. You can't go wrong with salmon. After salmon, what we have next, we have chicken. Not just any chicken, but chicken breast. And I'm going to explain to you why chicken breast. I told you in the beginning, the type of protein that you should eat, the most important thing that you should look out for when it comes to protein and weight loss is the leanness of it. How lean is it? The ratio of proteins to fat. What is it? The ratio of protein should be more than that of fat all the time. So what these have in common is the fact that they have high protein percentage and they have less fat percentage. So chicken breast, as opposed to chicken back or chicken wings, has high protein. And I don't know if you've seen chicken breast. Chicken breast is as lean and as dry as possible because it has no fat. And we're here to be lean, we're here to build muscle, we're here to burn fat. So we're focusing on the lean one. So we have salmon, we have chicken breast, we have lean, L-E-A-N, steak. We have lean steak. So when I say lean steak, you know what I mean. You try and get like meat, and it doesn't really matter whether goat or cow or deer, just make sure it's really lean. The leaner it is, the much better it is for you. And that's the basic trick that comes here. Also, you can go with egg white, because with eggs, people don't know this, but the white part of the egg is actually where the protein is. The high cholesterol part is in the yolk and all of the other part. That's where people think it causes the problems. Not even that deep, but that's why people think it causes the problems a lot. So go with the egg whites. That's where the protein content is. Go a lot with that. So those are my top 3 when it comes to animal proteins, and then when it comes to plant-based proteins, we have some like legumes, we have beans, we have tofu, we have tempeh, we have quinoa, and last we have edamame. So when it comes to plant-based proteins, these are the top dogs. These are the top guys that rock in the plant-based protein section. Plant-based proteins are cool and all, but they are not as concentrated as the animal-based protein. That's the honest truth. They're not as concentrated as the animal-based protein. That doesn't mean you can't go by this. There's some people that love to do plant-based protein, and that is fine. So these are some of the optional examples that you can go with if you're on a journey to like fat tummy, if you're on a journey to like lose weight. We can do a lot of plant-based protein too as well if you don't like the animal-based proteins when it comes to trying to get a flat tummy. So why is protein really important for weight loss? Why at all is protein very important for weight loss? First and foremost, that is the building blocks of muscle. Like, so you need protein content to build muscle. Yes, you need the carbs and the fats and things to fuel it, but you need the protein itself to build the muscle. Secondly, the more protein there is in your system, the more neutral satiety you have. And when we say satiety, it's just basically like how full you feel. If you have enough protein in your system, you realize that you feel fuller for a long time. If you have a lot of carbs in your system, you realize that your sugar levels are spiked, and what happens is that you tend to be hungry a lot of times. You eat anything, you manage anyhow, your metabolism get messed up, you gain the weight. So the more lean, good protein that you have constant and a stable flow of satiety in your body, which makes you lose weight, which makes you be more stable, stabilizes your blood sugar level, stabilizes your metabolism, and helps you burn the fat so quick. And one trick that people don't know about protein is that when you incorporate a lot of protein, your body burns fat faster. You know why? Because your body needs a lot of energy to digest protein. People don't know this, but your body needs a lot of energy to digest protein. And it's like you're giving your body extra work to do whilst you're not even doing that much work. So go for the lean protein a lot and give your body that work to digest it, which might in turn burn a lot of calories and help you lose weight in the long run. Next up, we're going to move into some simple meal ideas that can help you lose the weight so quick. I'm going to take you through some breakfast examples. I'm going to take you through some lunch examples. I'm going to take you through some dinner examples. And if you haven't liked the video up until this point, like, so much info I'm giving you, all I ask is that you leave a like on the channel if you haven't. So first breakfast example, we have some eggs with veggies. So you can basically just scramble the eggs in the morning, especially with the egg whites. You can have, let's say, 4 or 5 egg whites, it's fine. And then you have some vegetables, with the vegetables of your choice. Just make sure you're not doing too much of cabbage and onions because it causes bloating. But you can do any other good vegetables. Again, you can add it to scrambled eggs. That's one example. Next, you can also have some Greek yogurt and berries. You can have some Greek yogurt and berries. That's one thing too that you can have. That's another good source of high lean protein. And also you can add the berries just for like sweet taste. Then we're going to move into some lunch ideas. So lunch ideas, very simple. You can have some chicken breast with vegetables. You can grill it, you can roast it, whatever you want to do with your chicken breast. Just try as much as possible not to be frying it because it's going to soak a lot of oil and the caloric intake is going to be high. So we can have chicken breast with some vegetables. We can have some quinoa to mix with some black beans. Oh man, I love that. You can have some quinoa mixed with some black beans, and that's for the people that are on a vegan and vegetarian level. This also really helps you burn the fat so quick. Next example, you can have some like tofu stir fry, where you can have tofu you stir fry with like some vegetables like broccoli, spinach, your favorite vegetable. Just mix it up with some tofu. You have the perfect vitamin and mineral mix, and also you have the high protein content, which really also helps. Some dinner ideas, so you can have some salmon and veggies. That you can just have like a salmon and you can mix it with the veggies. Next up, you can have some turkey meatballs with zucchini. That's really also nice. You can have some turkey meatballs, basically like the turkey meat made in like meatball kind of form, and then you can have it with some zucchini to go with. That also really helps when it comes to burning fat. Then another example is you can have a lentil soup, which also really helps with burning fat. If you're really lost and you want to have a guide to all these foods that I'm talking about, all you can do is check in the description section below. You're going to see a diet plan. You're going to see a 52 recipe high protein weight loss meal guide that is just for you. Make sure you grab it, check in the description section below and go grab it today. It's really going to help you burn the fat so quick. Another thing too that really helps is a protein supplement. And when it comes to protein supplement, what are the best type of protein supplement? To me, my number one best protein supplement that I've used for most of my clients, and they have seen a lot of progress, is whey protein. Like, literally, I just don't go wrong with whey protein. Either whey protein or you can try the plant-based proteins too for the people that are vegans and vegetarians too. So either whey protein or plant-based protein. Those are my two top protein supplements when it comes to trying to get a flat tummy or when it comes to trying to lose weight. And when it comes to supplements, one thing that people don't know is that it's called supplements for a reason. It's meant to supplement something. It's not meant for you to just have it. So you can either take it as post-workout, you can take it, you can put it in, I don't know, like a cake mix, you can put it in biscuit mix. You can always make sure there's something that you're adding it to. Don't just take it alone. You're not going to see any results. And that brings us to some of the myths that people have about eating protein and losing weight. People say, well, if you eat protein, too much protein is going to make you bulky. No, too much protein is not going to make you bulky. It takes a lot of exercise and strength training for you to be bulky. Too much protein is not going to make you bulky. Just don't overdo it. But too much protein is never going to make you bulky. Also, the fact that I'm making so much noise about protein doesn't mean that's all you need. No, you don't just need protein. You need the other macronutrients. You need carbs, you need good fats and things like that. But protein is the most important. Is the point that I'm trying to make. Next myth is that plant-based protein isn't as effective as animal-based protein. Plant-based protein is as effective as animal-based protein. At the end of the day, it all comes down to the amount of grams per protein that you're eating. If you're eating animal-based protein, it has just 2 grams of protein. You're eating a plant-based protein, it has 14 grams of protein. You are definitely going to get more results eating the plant-based protein. So it doesn't really matter whether plants or animals, just whatever type of protein that you're eating to help you lose the weight, just check how many grams of protein do you have in that. That is all that matters. I always say, always guys, focus on whole nutrient type of foods. Don't really go for like processed and try to go for the whole. We live in a society where there's so much processed, there's so much, even with the whole foods, like there's so many things that are added on. So do yourself a favor and try to go with like the whole foods rather than going like the process and like the oil kind of stuff. That is one thing that I can actually see that I can give to you if you want to use protein to your advantage to help you lose the weight. And like I said, if you really need a diet plan that is going to show you everything that you need to eat every single day, just check in the description section below. I'll send you my 52 recipe high protein weight loss guide, and it's gonna help you lose the weight so quick. Check in the description section below, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh, and one more thing, if you have some time, check this next video here, because that also really helps you lose the weight. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.